Student learning outcomes, define a system, explain system development life cycle, in short SDLC and its importance, describe objectives of SDLC. Now discuss system. It is an integrated set of components for collecting, storing and processing data and for providing information, knowledge and digital products. Business firms and other organizations rely on their design systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace. For instance, corporations use information systems to process financial accounts, to manage their human resources, and to reach their potential customer with online promotions. Major companies are built entirely around information systems. These include eBay, a largely auction marketplace, Amazon, an expanding electronic mall and provider of cloud computing services, Alibaba, a business-to-business e-marketplace, and Google, a search engine company that drives most of its revenue for keyword advertising on internet searches. Governments deploy information systems to provide services cost effectively to citizens. Digitally goods such as electronic books, video products and software and online services such as gaming and social networking are delivered with information systems. System Development Lifecycle, in short SDLC. SDLC is a problem-solving process through which a series of steps or phases help to produce a new information system. The basic purpose of system development lifecycle is to develop a system in a systematic way in the perfect manner. It delivers quality software which meet the system requirements. It ensures that the requirements for the development of the software system are well defined and subsequently satisfied. It delivers cost-effective system and it maximizes the productivity. Objectives of System Development Lifecycle. SDLC has three primary business objectives: ensure the delivery of high quality systems, provide strong management controls, maximize productivity. In other words, the SDLC should ensure that we can produce more function with higher quality in less time with less resources and in a predictable manner. Ensure the delivery of high quality systems. The primary definition of quality in a business context is the return on investment achieved by the system. This return on investment can be the result of such things as operational cost saving, improved product flexibility, resulting in a larger market share, and improved decision support for strategic, tactical, and operational plan. Second objective of SDLC: provide strong management control. The essence of strong management control is predictability and feedback. Predictability is provided by being able to accurately estimate as early as possible how long a project will take. The feedback process tells us how well we are doing in meeting the plan and the project's objective. The SDLC must ensure that management has timely, complete, and accurate information on the status of the project and the system throughout the development process. The third objective of system development lifecycle is to maximize productivity. The basic definition of productivity is based on the return on investment concept. Therefore, the best way to measure a project team's or system department productivity is to measure the net return on investment of their efforts. The SDLC must be designed in such a way as to take maximum advantage of the computer-assisted software engineering, in short, CASE tools. These objectives of SDLC are summarized as follows. One of the major objectives of SDLC is to establish an appropriate level of management authority to direct, coordinate, control, review, and approve the software development project. SDLC should identify the potential project risks in advance so that proper planning should be done in early. Okay, dear student, that is the end of today's lecture. Now it's your turn. Challenge yourself. You can see few questions on the screen which are based on today's lecture. Kindly solve them. Thank you.